What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. So today we are finally covering the new set Forbidden Light. I know I haven't talked about it, and every other YouTuber has talked about it, but if you're new to this channel, I usually don't like covering sets until the full English set list is out. And so today the full English set list is out. It was actually posted 2 weeks ago, but I wanted to wait to make sure pre-releases, which pre-releases happened last weekend and this weekend coming up. So, and also the set becomes official May 5th. Today's May 1st. We got 4 days before it becomes official. It comes up the 2nd, so yeah, I think it's May 4th, right? It says it's yeah, release May 4th. So we got, what, 2 more days for this releases. It releases on, what, the Friday. So this Friday, this new Forbidden Light set is released outside of pre-releases. So, let's see, both Forbidden Light will be the first set since Plasma Freeze to have a holographic trainer, Dianthe? And its first set since Aquapolis to feature a non-holo rare trainer Beast Ring. It is also second set in row to feature legendary and mythical Pokemon as uncommon cards. Pre-releases, blah 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 blah. Also, shout out to Pokebeach. Without this, we wouldn't have this. So, what we're gonna do, if you're new, I don't look at sets ahead of time. I don't look at decks ahead of time. I kind of just what happens. I don't look at what happens in Japan. I kind of just read cards and we just go over them. So this video might be long, just me just ramble about different cards. If I miss any cards, if I say anything wrong, let me know in the comments down below. I've heard hype about Beast Ring. That's all I pretty much have heard from the new set. I don't know anything outside of that besides the Beast Ring talk. So let's go over the decks. Let's go over the cards quick. Hopefully there's not a lot. Alright, so execute, search deck, execute bench, then shuffle your deck. I mean, if you're playing execute or Executor, you're probably just playing the propagation one unless you're playing a standard. Well, speaking of standard, there's an Alola and Executor now. Tropical Shake, 20 damage, attack does 20 more damage for each type of basic energy in your discard pile, up to 5. So, I mean, once again, this is pretty much an expanded card. You can play Battle Compressor, discard some energies in your discard pile. Maybe play Ho-Oh EX for the Rebirth, get your energies back out if you need to, which could be really interesting. Also, you could play the Stage 1 Pokemon if you're playing expanded. It has 160 HP, so it's very hard to knock. It was not too hard to knock out, but it's kind of a tank. And you can play the Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon cards to make it different types. So that could be something you can look into. Playable-wise, probably not. I mean, it needs 1 Grass Energy, and you could do 120 with Choice Band 150. So you can do 150 max with Kukui 170 is the max you pretty much do a Alola Executor. With Snowboard, if your Pokemon is fired, does 40 more damage. Abomasnow, so this one has ability. When you place Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you attach a Grass Energy from discard pile to one of your Pokemon. So we got kind of a Grass Energy acceleration, be to evolve. You had to have multiple Abomasnow. I mean, maybe you can just play with a straight Abomasnow deck, and just use Hypno Hammer, but then it only does 80, so it's really not that strong anyway, so whatever. Oh, also with the Executor, you could play Lurantis promo. Ooh, you can play Lurantis promo, and then you can do extra damage with your Grass Pokemon, and then maybe a little Executor can start taking knockouts, so maybe it could be somewhat playable, like a little Executor with the Lurantis promo, and Battle Compressors and Expanded would probably get Execute. Ooh, yeah, it actually might work there. And you can play Ether Paradise to make it they do less damage. Yeah, that could be really nice. There we go. Look at me thinking of stuff. We probably won't play Perilous City, though, instead. Alright, so Abomasnow, bad card overall, okay? Scatterbug, if you go second during your first turn, you can use the ability Search for a Spoopa, and Vivillon, and reveal them, put them to your hand, okay? Now, the problem is, you can find these, but there's no Forest of Giant Plants, so you can't evolve automatically. Flip a coin of head surgery for a Vivillon play into this Pokemon to evolve it. So you can skip this guy, Spoopa, and go straight to Vivillon. But it does 50 your opponent's Pokemon is not poisoned and asleep. So pretty bad. Alright, so Skidoo, Go-Go, flip 2 coins for each head, deal 40 damage. Double Edge 120, does 30 to itself, whatever. Alright, so our first Ultra Beast is Pheromosa. It has high jump kick, it does 20 damage, and White Ray 90. If you have 1 prize card remaining, this attack does 90 more damage. I wish it was 2 energies, not 3. It's kind of hard to power up this 3 energy attacker. I don't even have Pheromosa on the screen right now. There we go. I make sure I gotta do that right. Make sure I look at this screen, make sure to show what I have up. But yeah, Pheromosa, pretty much, no, probably not playable. Unload a Marowak, Limbo, search for 2 basic energy cards and attach 2 Pokemon any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Then Alola, circle 20 damage. This deck does 20 damage times another Pokemon you have in play with Alolan in its name. Now it is nice because this is a colorless attack, so you can just use it automatically. You just like, you're like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna, use what the Limbo attack and get a bunch of energies play. He has 120 HP. He has an evolution, though. Probably not going to be played overall, though. Alright, so Heatran, 30 damage, 80 damage on his Pokemon attacks. Next turn is reduced by 30, 130, pretty bad. Finnegan, 30. Finnegan, 10, 20. Braxian, 80 discarded energy. Alright, so Delphox. So here's the new Delphox. Oh, look how pretty that is. Once during your turn, before you attack me, leave your opponent's Pokemon active. Burn, so you automatically burn if you want to. He's got Fire Spin, does 150. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. The ability, I guess Burn could be somewhat playable. It's better now than what it used to be. But 150 for 4 energy, pretty bad. Once again, you can play it expanding these Blacksmith, but even then, like, you're pushing it, it's really not that good. Yeah, it's probably not good overall, right? It's probably bad. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, man. Oh, man. I just realized it says English dub. What kind of English dub is this? Just kidding. Dragon Ball Super. I don't know. I forgot what anime I was watching. Alright, anyway, we gotta keep going. Alright, Litleo, 20 damage. Pyroar. When you put... Okay, hold on. Oh, wow. Whoa, that's a big card there. Why is this one so large and the other one so small? Alright, Pyroar looking serious right there. When your opponent plays an item card, just put a card prevent all effects of that card done to this Pokemon. So, pretty much has, like, the trait that Primal Groudon has. It can't be affected, I guess, but, I mean, 80 damage if Life Center Lab is a play does 60 more, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, it's not bad. Like, a Fire DCE, it can sit on your bench, it can't be Guzman up. Yeah, so 140, then with the Choice Band, 170 with Kukui, 190. It actually could be good. I wonder what Life Center Lab does. That's the next question I have to ask. So now we're getting to these weird cards that we already kind of had before. Like this Palkia GX is actually a remake of a card we already have, but it's a Dragon Palkia. But now you have the Water Palkia, which is a lot better. It has spatial control. Move any number of energy cards from your bench Pokemon to this Pokemon. Hydro Pressure 60. This attack does 20 more damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. So now you can use Aqua Patch Touch of Palkia GX, and you can do a ton of damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You do base of 120 with Choice Band 140. I mean, it's still not, like, great. Like, you need multiple energies. Like, you can maybe play this expanded with the Archie Stories deck and put, like, Palkia GX in it. That could be really nice. But then you'd rather just play Keldeo, because it's, like, 10 less damage. So I'd rather just play Keldeo instead over the Palkia GX. I mean, you do have this, like, GX attack, 150 damage. Your opponent shuffles all energy cards attached to the Pokemon to their deck. So you can, like, super set them back, like, take a knockout, make all the energies go back into the deck. So, I mean, the GX attack is somewhat useful. So maybe you put that just to use as GX attack. It needs to be 5 energies, but maybe it's something in Arch Stories to help out. But next up, let's have a Greninja line. Alright, so Froakie. Let's see. Oh, there's new Froakie, alright. It doesn't have Bubbles, probably not that good. It has Free Retreat at the Water Energy. I think Bubble is like 100% better. I mean, I guess that's Free Retreat, but who do you retreat to? That's the question. Like, you're like, alright, I have Free Retreat, but what do I retreat to? Another Froakie? Another Froakie, Wave Splash. We have a Frogadier. When he plays Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So I guess we're being a Crobat kind of deck. There's a Crobat and Golbat that did the same thing. Crobat did 20 damage anywhere, and the Crobat did 3. Is this what this does? When you place a card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Look at there. It's a reprint, kind of. I still... Okay, well, let's figure out what Greninja does. Here's Greninja GX. Ooh, look at there. That's a beautiful card. Look at Greninja GX. Oh, yes. Alright, so let's see. We know what Wind Shuriken does, but it has Haze Slash, 110. You may shove this Pokemon all cards to attach into your deck. Okay. And Shadow Assassin GX. This attack does 130 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Alright, so let's see. You'll see you evolve, right? You do 30 damage. You already have 40. You already have 20 from before, so you have, what, 50... 3, 4, 5. Then you have a Haze Slash, which does 110 to 160. No, wait, you already have 50. Yeah, so 160. Then a Choice Band 190, and then another Frogadier 210. That seems a lot to set up, and then you have to like evolve it back. You have to get it back out, evolve the Frogadier and stuff. I'm gonna say iffy right now, just because like the other Greninja seems a lot better. Like I like the other Greninja because like it has the shadow stitching to shut down abilities, and giant water shuriken seems like really better than this to do 60 damage anywhere. So I'm gonna say this is probably not that good unless there's some kind of combo with Greninja GX that I don't know about yet. I mean, people are already testing these decks out. I'm just way behind. But right now, I'm gonna say Greninja's a no. I'm just gonna say that the other Greninja is like significantly better right now. Maybe with the old one rotates, and this one could definitely take its place. But I don't think it's as good just because the other one has shadow stitching. Unless you play a combination of both of them. Because since it is a Greninja GX and you have 4 of those in your deck, and you have 4 Greninjas in your deck, so maybe you can like evolve the Greninja GX and use a break, and you can put it back in your deck or something. But even then, you'd rather have more Greninjas than Greninja GX in the field. So I'm gonna say this is a no card for right now. Unless, like I said, unless there's something I just don't know right now, that could be pretty obvious. Maybe playing Decidueye Greninja. Alright, so Clauncher, 10, Clawitzer, okay, during the next turn, this Pokemon Sharp Shoot Attack does 120. Alright, so does 0 then 120. This attack does 40 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, it's bad. Amorora, whatever, 30 damage. The Pokemon's now asleep. There's Aurorus, 50 damage during your opponent's next turn. Put all damage on this Pokemon by your opponent's evolved Pokemon. So it can be hurt by evolved Pokemon, which could be good if like Zoroark stays around, but Buzzwole's getting so much hype nowadays that I don't think this is actually a good attack anymore. 150 can't be used Blizzard Edge, whatever. Bergamite, K, discard a Stadium. If you do, your opponent's active and paralyzed. Avalugg, 80, your opponent can play these Stadium cards, whatever. Alright, so here's another, was this Ultra Beast? Or this is a Prism Star, yeah, okay, Prism Star. You can't have more than one Prism Star in your deck, whatever. Ability Jet Geyser, so it's a Water Volcanion, first of all, which means you can now Aqua Patch to it, which you can Aqua Patch to it before. If it's the Volcanion EX. But once turn before you attack, you may discard a Water Drain. If you do, your opponent switches their active with one of their bench. So you don't get to choose, they just switch out of the active. Whatever. 100 damage, this attack does 20 damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I would say Volcanion Prism Star is a pretty bad card. Like, if the ability lets you pick somebody, that would be super broken and the guard would get banned immediately. But, I mean, if they have, like, one bench Pokemon, it might see somewhat good. But even then, like, I don't think it's worth it at all. So, Depiter, 10 damage, can't retreat. Acronid, 30, does 80 more damage. Magnemite, search for some lightning energies. Magneton, 20, Zap Cannon, 80, okay. What, is there a reprint here? Oh my goodness, this is a reprint. Magnezone, Magnetic Circuits, all tunes like you may touch a lightning energy, and Zap Cannon 130. So I guess we get to reprint the lightning one. We have the metal and lightning. The lightning was already in play, but now we have the lightning and metal. I guess maybe there's some new lightning stuff to hype up. Maybe you can play with the right. Is it already illegal? Is this Magnezone already legal? Or is it not a lightning one? I'm just crazy. There's not one. This could be really good with Raichu GX. Maybe there's not one. I'm just hyping, like, I'm just thinking the metal. Like, they make, like, the new dual type, like they've been doing, like the Palkia we saw earlier. Maybe I'm just crazy and there's actually a card that doesn't exist. But if it does exist, you can play with Raichu GX, and that's a pretty good card. It does, like, 20 damage times the amount of lightning energy you play, so Magnezone could be that. So Magnezone Raichu could see some play for sure. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so Magnezone Raichu, maybe. So, Helioptile, Heliolisk, okay, Xurkitree, alright, so, 100 damage, you have 3 more prize cards, your opponent, okay, so auto paralyze, whatever. Rotom, so we have another Rotomotor card right here. I think this is an exact reprint of the other one, does 120. Of course, you have 9 tools in discard pile, you ignore it, but it's cool to have a psychic form of this instead of just a lightning. Uxie, Memory Skip 30, okay, can't use ability, or use attack next turn. Mesprit. If you have Acid Prey, you put your opponent's Pokemon on no resistance. Man, I wish the fairies had. It looks like the fairies aren't good, unfortunately. You can only use attack if you go second. Show when your Pokemon with bitch cards. Yeah, it's just not good. Man, I wish the fairies were good like they used to be. Like Uxie, Acid, and Mesprit used to be so broken. But now these cards are pretty bad. So, next up is Esper. Move it to detach one of your bench Pokemon to another Pokemon. Meowstic. Switch Pokemon on your bench. 30 damage, attack does 30 more damage for each area attached to your opponent's act Pokemon, so Psychic Colors. I mean, I'd rather just play like Mew or Mewtwo if you're looking for a Psychic weak Pokemon kind of thing. Maybe it could be good, like to hurt Buzzwole a little bit more. 3, 6, 9. With the choice, they have that 2 strong or 2 fighting energy, and a choice to take a knockout with it. Hone Edge. Okay, Confuse. Hone Edge. It put 3 damage counters when your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out. Doublade, put 3 damage counters. Okay, so it looks like we're playing like a spread kind of deck. You can put 3 damage cards each of your opponent's Pokemon with any Pokemon tools attached to it. This one takes damage if he's knocked out. Aegislash, Record of Death. If the defeating Pokemon is damaged by an attack during your next turn, it is knocked out. So an auto knockout if it's dealt with damage. So you have to use Aegislash and then attack with it again. But if they like Guzma around it, retreat it, and then it's not active anymore, then it doesn't work anymore. So that's the only downside of this. It's a pretty, I don't know, probably not, it's not good. Unless you can get it stuck in the active somehow. I don't know how you would do that. I mean, without them retreating, because if they don't retreat, then you just hit them next turn, then they're just knocked out. You can literally just use, like, I guess none of these Hone Edges, because like none of these actually deal damage. Let's put 3 Psychic Energy, and Doublade actually doesn't do damage either. So I guess you have to find somebody else to do like 10 damage, or whatever. So there's an NK. Okay. Your opponent's Xbox now sleep, and I know this is probably, if not one of the most hyped cards from the set, and that is this Malamar. So Malamar has this Psycho Recharge. Once during your turn before you attack, you may attach a Psychic Energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Now, the last time we saw an ability like this was Electric. That got a Lightning out, and that was a very, very highly played card. And I imagine this is going to be the same thing with Malamar. It has 90 HP, so on expanding you can use a Level Ball, which is really nice. The question is, which Psychic Pokemon do you pair that with? Well, later on today, in this video, we'll go over that for sure if you don't know about it already. There's a Skrelp, a Dragalge. This Pokemon is your active Pokemon and is damaged by opponent's attack, even if it's knocked out. It is Auto Poison, Twister, 60 damage. Flip 2 coins for each head. It's discard energy from opponent's active Pokemon. Alright, there's a Hoopa. Hyperspace Ring, search deck for 2 item cards, reveal them, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. That can be really good to get you set up, just find whatever you need. Ooh. Then you can put Psychic Energies in your discard pile when it's knocked out to use with that Malamar. Ooh, that could be really good. I grab you 2 item cards, the next turn you just kind of power up. Sorry, my screen's messing up. I'm trying to scoot back and fix that. It's getting kind of dark all of a sudden, so now my screen's messing up. Thanks, outside world. Alright, so, I don't know how to say this Pokemon's name. Your opponent's active Pokemon's now confused. If this Pokemon is knocked out your opponent's next turn, your opponent does not take a price card. But here is his Naganadel GX. This guy right here. Look at him. He is scary, right? He is scary looking. I've never seen this Pokemon before in my life. I have no idea what this is. But he's got this Beast Ride attack. 20 damage attack does 20 damage each Ultra Beast you have in play. So you have like a bench and an active, so 120. For 1 colors though, so 1 colors. Has 210 HP, has Jet Tackle 110, this damage is affected by resistance, and Stinger GX. Each player shuffles their prize cards as their decks, then each player takes 3 cards from the top of their deck, put them face down as their prize cards. So basically you're saying, hey, we're gonna shuffle cards to the deck and we're gonna get 3 out. So if your opponent's like about to win the game, like if they have 1 prize card left, you can actually use this GX attack and make it where, you know, they have 3 cards in, and they have to take 2 more knockouts. Now you are wasting your GX tag, and they can just knock out this guy the following turn. But, I mean, maybe it's a way to make a comeback. That's the great thing about this card. It has this Stinger GX attack, which is really, really cool. I think so, right? So, Cubone, we got the Marowak. It's meh. The Torterra, pretty bad. I'm going to go pretty fast over some of these cards. Infernape, you put 6 damage cards instead of 2 on your opponent's bird Pokemon between turns. I mean, this could play with the Delphox to see, like, Delphox and Infernape kind of thing, maybe. It'd be kind of hard combo to pull off. Maybe like Infernape Salazzle? Maybe. To do 6 damage counters, but they still have to flip a coin, and if they like flip out of it, then you're just like in trouble. There's a Garchomp reprint for some weird reason. I don't know why. There's a Garchomp reprint. Okay, there's a Crobat, 10 damage. Whatever. Toxicroak, Auto Poison, 70 more damage. Psychic Pokemon were knocked out. It needs 2 colors, so I mean, I guess you could actually could play this Toxicroak, and if they knock out one of your Pokemon, you could use this attack. It does 130. Because it needs 2 color synergy, so that's really nice. You can use a Malamar, kind of power up if you need to, if your Psychic Pokemon were knocked out. Pancham, Binacle, Barbaracle, looks pretty bad. Let's see, Tyrant. There's a Tyrantrum. If you have the same amount of free Pokemon to play than your opponent, this Pokemon's attack does 60 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, and it takes 30 less damage from attacks. So it does 100 damage. Discard 1 energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I hate that it's a fighting colors out, which is a fighting DCE. That would be really nice because it's already hard to get this Tyrantrum out because you gotta get, you know, the Mystery Fossil, then the Tyrant, and then the Tyrantrum. But you can Mystery Evolve very candy to Tyrantrum, which is really nice. If you want to go that route, kind of skip a stage, which is really cool with the new fossils. I mean, you do 60 more damage and you take 30 less damage, so you have like 190 HP essentially. And I guess if you have Choice Band, you do 190, and you can play Regirocks to do more damage. Also, there's a new card that you can do more damage with. We'll go over that here in a second, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a Hawlucha with another high jump kick. That's pretty interesting. We have 2 high jump kicks. Free Fall 80. The stack damage is reduced by 20 for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. There's a Zygarde. Ability Aura. Don't apply weakness and resistance for damage from this Pokemon's attacks. 30 if one has any Pokemon he's played. Does 30 more damage. Zygarde. Alright, so okay, is this good? A flip a coin of heads. Paralyzed. 60. Does 60 more if you use a GX tech. So 120. What's the Choice Band? 140 with strong energy. 160 with a new card. We'll go over here in a second. It's coming up next. You could do. What was that? What was that? Hold on. Where was that? You could do 120, 140 with strong, 170 with choice, with a new card 190. There we go. So that means I guess you could do 190 altogether, and a Cocoon for 210. That's a lot to ask for, though. All right, so Zygarde GX. I like the Cell Connector attack. 50 damage, attach 2 Fire Energy from Discard Pile to this Pokemon. It has this Land's Wrath attack for 130. It is 2 Fighting Energy, so you can't get back Strong Energies, unfortunately. But still, you do 50, then 130, which is 180. Then you patch the choice anywhere you want to. Then you start taking knockouts, right? And also has this Judgment GX attack. 150 damage during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon takes no damage from the attacks to your opponent's Pokemon's GX or EX. So basically, you like use Cell Connector, and then you get Judgment and make it where, hey, they can't hurt you next turn because they only play GX and EX Pokemon. Could be a very good card, I think. I think it's a great card. It powers itself up. You can always do the Cell Connector, then Land's Wrath combo for 180 with Choice Band 210 easily. And then there's a new card that you do 20 more damage. So I think Zygarde is actually a really, really playable card. I do like this card a lot coming up in the new set. Like just a DCE, and then you just like Cell Connector. Like we saw how good Carving Break was. Now you just do it to yourself. He does take some damage the following turn, but I think it's worth it because you're like a tanky 200 HP Pokemon. You can easily power back up. So I think it's a really nice card. It is weak to Grass, which is really not that played right now, except for Gliscod. So maybe Gliscod might see a rise if Zygarde does see an increase in play. But the card I keep talking about that does more damage is this Deontay Prism Star. Look how pretty it is. Deontay, alrighty. So you have only one in your deck. Remember that. You can't have more than one Prism card in the same deck. So, but that's a good thing. It's good because it kind of balances out. And this Pokemon's on your bench. Your fighting Pokemon attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So now your fighting Pokemon do 20 more damage. And they got strong energy as well to do an extra 20, so 40, and then you can still play Regirock if you want to. I think the Deontay is just a far superior. It's a non-EX, GX card, so that's fine. That's basically what it's used for. It's to do extra 20 damage, which is good. It's going to hit great numbers. We all know how like important 10 to 20 damage is, and 30 damage sometimes, so I imagine that Deontay is going to see an insane play in these fighting-based decks. It does 90 damage, not good at all. Alright, so we got a new Rockruff, Kane, whatever. The corner one's definitely still the best one. And there's a new Lycanroc, Dangerous Rogue. Does 20 to 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon, whatever. Buzzwole, 30 damage. If your opponent has 4 prize cards remaining, this deck does 90 more damage. Ooh. So they have 4 remaining, you can do 120. Seems very interesting. 80 damage with your coins, this deck does 20 damage for each head. I do like that you can like use Sledgehammer whenever you want to, just bop them for 120, which is really cool. Then I got to start with Strong Energy, 140 with Choice, with 70 with Deontay, 190. So you can like do the same amount of damage for 1 Fighting Energy, which is really cool with this Buzzwole. But they have to have 4 prize cards remaining, which is a big thing for sure. So let's move to the Dark Pokemon. We got Pangoro, 50 damage. This Pokemon has any damage counters on it. Okay. Alright. Wait, what does it say again? 50 damage, and this Pokemon has any damage counters on it. This attack does 50 more damage. Both this Pokemon and your opponent's active Pokemon are now confused. So you hit for 100, and then they're auto-confused, okay? 80 damage, flip 2 coins, stack does 40 damage for each heads, alrighty. Evital GX, alright, so life, absorb life, 20 damage, heal for this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active. Evil Sonic 100, this attack damage is affected by weakness or resistance, and Death Count GX. I do like that Evil Sonic's 100 damage just straight up. Once again, it's a good thing that you can play this in like your Malamar deck if you want to. I don't know why. If you want, I guess you want to hit for dark weakness. But Death Count GX, if your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 4 damage counters on it, it is knocked out. Just straight knocked out. But how do you get exactly 4 damage counters on it? I have no idea. I don't know. I think that Sonic is so now with the new Malamar, I'm always gonna be thinking, hey, is this card playable with Malamar just because it needs 3 color synergy, right? It's a cool thing to think about when you have this new kind of card that introduces this game with this Malamar. So yeah, there's a new Guzzlord. Oh my goodness, he has 4 dark energies, 160. If you have 6, 4, 2 prize command, discard the top 10 cards from your deck. From your deck? Why not your opponent's deck? Why does it not punish? Why are you getting punished for doing 160 damage? What? Okay, that's bad. Like, if it from your opponent's deck, that'd be broken. I mean, it wouldn't be broken. That'd be cool to see. But this one, man, what the heck? Okay, whatever. So now we got a Metal Empoleon. Remember earlier I talked about some cards getting reprinted. There's a Metal Empoleon that got reprinted. There's a Metal Dialga that got reprinted. It's not Dragon anymore. It's now Metal, which is pretty nice. Got the Shred, the Timeless GX. You can use a Magnezone now. So, pretty happy for that. Alright, so we got Flabebe, Floette, and Florges. Alright, so none of this card is actually pretty good. So, Wonder Gift. Once during the turn, before you attack me, flip a coin. If heads, put an item card from this card pile on top of your deck. Maybe you can play Florges Zork. Hey, I don't think you want to play straight Zork in anything now, because there's so much fighting hype doesn't happen, guys. Just going to give a warning for that. And, like, in Buzzwood just won, like, the International Championship. So, like, definitely don't play Zork. I mean, Zork's probably still going to be played. Like, don't get me wrong. But you don't want to play straight Zork. You need, like, an attacker with it at all times now. So Sylveon, your opponent builds their hand, you use it as your supporter card. Alright. Dedenne, search for a deck of Pokemon, put it into your hand. Okay, Klefki, Confuse, can't retreat. So Xerneas GX, alright, 20 damage, the attack does 20 damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon. Aurora Horn, 120, and Sanctuary GX, move all damage counters from each of your Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. So basically you just move all damage. I mean, I don't know, like, it's not good. It's not good. I'm just gonna say it's not good. I'm just gonna give it the good old, it's not good. Alright, so Goomy, Sliggoo, Goodra. Whenever you touch a water G from your hand, heal 20 damage from Pokemon, okay. Soaking Horn, 80 damage. This Pokemon's healed your turn, does 80 more damage. Alright, so you do 160 with Choice Band 190. Altarian Expanded. No. I was trying to see if Sliggoo had some kind of cool effect, but it doesn't. Alright, so now there's this Ultra Necrozma GX. Ultra Necrozma GX! Alright, so this is what people are kind of hyping up right now. This Phantom Geyser attack. Discard all Psychic Energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 80 damage for each energy you discard it in this way. What so happens, we got this new card called Malamar that can attach Psychic Energies to this guy, Ultra Necrozma GX. He's weak to Fairy, so maybe we're seeing increase in Fairy type. Obviously, this card is really good. It's got the Destructive Light GX. This attack can only be used if there are at least 6 or less total price cards remaining in play. Play 6 damage counters on each Pokemon. Don't worry about the GX attack. We're not going to worry about that. What we're worried about is this Phantom Geyser attack. Because if you discard 2 Psychic Energies, you do 180 with Choice Band 210. Just point that out there. Just pointing that out there. And you can use like Dawn Winks to stand in and retreat, or an Invasion retreat. Invasion retreat. It's weak to Fairy, which Fairy's not played at all right now. Like, Xerneas might see an increase. Like the Xerneas Break, but even then, like, it's a super setup deck, so I don't know if it's going to be played that much. But yeah, Ultimate Necrozma GX looks very, very promising. Just having that Phantom Geyser attack just do a ton of damage over and over again. And I think that's probably one of the main stars of this deck. Also, I mean, the set, there's also the Zygarde we talked about, the Malamar we talked about. Those are probably the 3 best cards we talked about so far. RC Prism Star. Prevent all effects of attacks, excluding damage on his Pokemon. Just attach 3 energy to your Pokemon any way you like. Yeah, not good. Bundle Me, Digger Speed, 60 may do 400 damage. If you do, discard the top 2 cards from your deck. Why is it your deck? Why is it not your opponent's deck? Oh my goodness. 80 damage, flip coin to Gatellus. Okay, so maybe we'll have some continuous Rock Tumble deck or something just for fun. Furfro, Noibat, Noivern. Alright, so here we go. Here's the idle cards. This is what people are most freaking out about, I'm pretty sure, right? So we saw those 3 Pokemon that I'm pretty hyped up. You know, there's the Ultra Necrozma. Is that what's called? Ultra Necrozma. GX is pretty hyped. The Malamar is pretty hyped. The Zygarde GX is pretty hyped, right? But there's some good stuff in here. The first thing we're talking about is Beast Ring. Beast Ring is probably one of the most hyped cards from Forbidden Light. You may only play this card. You have 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. So 3 or 4. Search deck for 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and attach them to one of your Ultra Beast Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. So basically, we're going to power Ultra Beast any way we want to with this card. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what's going to be paired with this Beast Ring, what Ultra Beast you want to play with this. It's literally any Ultra Beast, like any Ultra Beast, you can use. You have 3 or 4 prize cards left, and this is definitely a highly played card. If your opponent takes a knock on a GX, and you just start spamming Beast Ring, it's a really good card. I'm like 100% positive. Like any card that energy accelerates like this, it's fantastic. So this is going to be a very highly sought out card as this Beast Ring. Next up is Bonnie. You may only play this card with a standard card in play. Discard a standard card in play. During this turn, your Zygarde GX may use its GX attack again. Even if you already use a GX attack again. Alright, so basically what's saying is you can use Zygarde's GX attack again, which is broken. Let's look at Zygarde one more time and see what we're going to be using over and over again. So there's Zygarde. He's a beast. He does 150. And you got that Judgment GX. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes no damage from the attacks of your opponent's Pokemon GX and EX Pokemon. So once again, with this card, if you have a choice band to play, you do 180. With the new Deontay, you can do 200 damage. And then like Strong Energy, you can do 220. You can start knocking out where you want to, and then the GX EX Pokemon can't hurt you. And you can do this over and over again as long as you play Bonnie. Now it is a supporter card, so that makes it somewhat kind of balanced. And but I think overall, I think it's a very interesting concept to see Zygarde Bonnie kind of deck coming out in this new set. There's Crash or Wake. Discard 2 Water from your hand in order to play this card. Search it for 2 cards and put them to your hand. So a really good card with the water decks now, because you have the Aqua Patch to get back your water Gs, and now you can search for 82 item cards. Like, I guess technically you can like search for up to 2 cards, put them to your hand. So you can discard 2 water G to find 2 Aqua Patch. Right? There's Deanthea, I guess. You can only play this card. You have if one of your light Pokemon knocked out during your last turn, choose 2 cards from discard pile, put them to your hand. We already talked about how you can play Raichu GX now, so maybe with Deanthea? I don't know how to say this person's name. I don't know who this is, but you can use them and get 2 cards in your discard pile, which is really good. Just any 2. It's not limited, so really nice there. There's the In Reporter. Move a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of the Pokemon, which is really funny to do. If you move like a strong energy of a fighting Pokemon to not a fighting Pokemon, because then the strong energy just gets discarded. Really cool thing to do. Fossil Excavation Kit. Okay. Judge. So Judge is reprinted. Both players shuffle their hand into the deck, draw 4 cards. Very nice. There's a new card of Lady. Search for 4 basic energy cards, reveal them and put it in your hand. So this 4 basic energy, it's any kind. It does not have to be certain kind. So you can search for metal, you can search for water, you can search for fire. There's all different kind of decks that can use this card, which is really, really nice. So, okay, so Lycine, a Prism Star. Okay, so you only play 1 of these. For each fire Pokemon to play, put the same number of cards from your opponent's discard pile to the Lost Zone. So kind of like Karen, but it's finding Pokemon. I don't think this card is very good. I think you just play Karen instead. There's really no need to put. I mean, I guess you could be cute and shuffle put your opponent's Pokemon discard pile into the Lost Zone. But there's only so many ways you get Pokemon regardless. So do you get to pick? It looks like you do, so you get to pick what you put in there. So it could be somewhat beneficial. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I definitely think it's a cute. It's one of. I think the problem is a one of, which is it. The upside, the upsetting thing is just a one of, and it's a support card to your turn. So I'm gonna say no. It's not gonna be playable. So Lysander Labs. Pokemon tools in play have no effect both yours and your opponents. And remember, oh, so this is with the what was it? Oh my goodness, what is that fire Pokemon? I can't remember its name right now. We'll make it Pyroar. I knew how to remember Pyroar. Okay, let's go. Let's pull Pyroar real quick. Did I already pass while yawning? I hope not. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So Pyroar, 80 does 60 more. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, this actually doesn't really work very well. So it doesn't work like I thought it wanted to. Because I want to play Choice Band do 170, but now you don't take the knockout anymore because the new thing makes where tool cards don't work. So maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. Oh, no, it's not good, guys. I'm sorry. Kind of lied at the earlier. Yeah, both yours and your opponent's. Wow. I wish it was just your opponent. Man, that's upsetting. Alright, so Metal Frying Pan. Attach a... Okay, hold on. The Metal Pokemon card's tattoo takes 30 less damage and has no weakness, okay? Mysterious Treasure. Searching for a Psychic or... Is that a normal Pokemon? I guess normal type Pokemon? Is that a dragon type? I don't know what that is. I guess I'm going to say dragon? Then shuffle your deck. So the main thing here is you can search for a Psychic Pokemon and just put it in your hand, which is really good, especially with the new Malamar and stuff like that, to kind of help you get set up. You don't have to use Ultra Ball, but then you still want to use the Ultra Ball, put Psychic Energy in the discard pile. But still, we got a new way to search our Pokemon, which is really great. Always great thing for sure. So there's Ultra Recon. Okay, can't see it. Can't see it now. Ultra Recon Squad. Okay. Discard the 2 Ultra Beasts from your hand. Then draw 3 cards for each card you discarded in this way. So if you discard 2 Ultra Beasts, you can get 6 cards. I don't know how this is going to be partnered very well. I mean, there is that one card that like does 20 damage times amount of Ultra Beasts, but you need like to make that deck work, you need to like have a bench of 8 with like Skyfield and then the active and stuff like that. So I don't think like this. It's really cool that we're having like all these Ultra Beasts kind of thing, and maybe we'll have some kind of Ultra Beast deck. I don't know how this all is gonna be played out. I'm still trying to think of like all Ultra Beasts we have. There's so many we have to think about. So maybe Ultra Recon Squad might see some play. I don't think so though, because I mean I really don't see you discarding them unless it's late in the game. You just want to discard them so you don't get in back into them, right? There is these Ultra Space. What's during each player's turn? That player must search for an Ultra Beast or villain and put it into their hand. So we're trying to grab an Ultra Beast now too. We're trying to find them in yeah, great. All this Ultra Beast love. All right. There's the unidentified fossil I was talking about earlier. There's the Beast Energy Prism Star. It provides a colorless energy, but while this card is attached to an Ultra Beast, it provides every type of energy, but provides only one energy attack, energy at a time, okay? This attacks the Ultra Beast, this card is attached to uses 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. It provides every type of energy and does 30 more damage? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, then the game is about to change for sure with Ultra Beast coming out. Oh my goodness. And then we got a new unit energy for Psychic, Dark, and Dragon? No, Dark. Fighting Dark and Fairy. Is that what this is earlier? What is this? Okay, I still want to... Is this Dragon? Or normal? Comment down below. Alright, so next we got some the Hollows. There's a Palkia reprint. There's Greninja. We got that guy's name with a cool GX ability. Okay. There's a Lucario. If you didn't get the promo box, here's Lucario. There we go. I've got Zygarde. So Zygarde, it gets a forward as well. So yeah, there we go. I think Zygarde is probably my favorite card from this set right now. Seems really cool. An Evital GX. He does look pretty evil. Yveltal. There's a Dialga GX Metal. Okay. Xerneas. Ultra Necrozma GX. It's green. Oh my goodness. This card looks amazing. I have no idea what Pokemon this is. I kind of wish it didn't take Psychic and Metal. It'd be broken with Psychic colors, right? But still, I mean, I'm pumped for that card. I think it's really good as well. There's a Boniflor. There is this guy, Crasher Wake. This person, Dianthia. Ultra Recon Squad. There's another Palkia GX. We have 3 Palkias you can get. 3 Greninjas you can get. Okay. the Charizard looking Pokemon, the stream that one as well. There's another Lucario, so now we have 3 different Lucarios, great. And 3 Zygardes in this set. There's a lot of ultra rares. What is going on here? Another Evital. Okay. A Dialga, a Xerneas. Another Ultra Necrozma. Oh my goodness, there's so many cards to pull in the set. We got a hyper rare Beast Ring. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that looks amazing. The Interporter, which is pretty decent. Okay, you can move your energies around. They reprinted Energy Cycler in a golden card. There we go. Shuffle 5 back in the deck. There is the Frying Pan, full art, golden, whatever. Mysterious Treasure. That looks pretty sick, right? And then, of course, the Energy got a hyper rare as well. So there we go, guys. There is a set for the new Forbidden Light. I mean, like I said, I think the best cards, in my opinion, are like the Beast Ring, the Ultra Necrozma, the Zygarde, and Malamar. I think those are the best cards to come out of here. What else am I missing from the set? What do you think, guys? Let me know down below. But, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my rant about the new Forbidden Light set. Go let me know what you think, guys. I'm excited to test out this stuff next week. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.